The most satisfaction in my career is being able to give something back to the world and being able to teach my children to be kind and to someday give something back to the world as well.
What gives me the most satisfaction is just watching my students grow throughout the school year and just experiencing them use and apply the knowledge that they're gaining.
First thing in the morning when the kids come up from the gym where we meet, I welcome them into the classroom and they have their smiling faces and they're giving hugs and just knowing that they're willing to come in and get ready to learn.
I find my inspiration through the students whenever they get a concept that we were working through, or just that big smile and the aha moment that they had.
The most satisfying part of teaching is when the children learn something for the very first time and the growth that they experience during that first grade year.
I think the greatest satisfaction is being able to work with kids and getting them excited about learning and seeing them get off the bus every day and just being very excited to be there and learn with you and building a great relationship with them to get the learning to work every day.
Seeing the smiles on the children's faces. I teach first grade, so it's very important that they love school. It's the first full year of the rest of their life, and knowing that they gain the confidence in becoming independent readers and writers.
As a middle school teacher, what inspires me the most is probably the fear of embarrassment of a bad lesson, because middle school students are brutally honest.
I teach first grade and they come to us as little babies, and when they leave they are readers, writers, mathematicians, and that growth gives me satisfaction.
I find my inspiration through talking to colleagues, through reading, through talking to my peers, just learning about new ideas and new ways to really help build community in my school.
When my students create their own learning and they begin to take ownership of their education, it can be simple tasks that they first thought were going to be too difficult, and then they become confident, and even if they make a mistake, at least they're trying and they learn how to solve their own problems. I think is something I love to see.
What inspired me the most was my former teachers, the education they provided for me, and I wanted to aspire to be just like them. They were perfectionists.
What inspires me most is this children's faces every day. There's a new group every year. They come in, they don't know you, you don't know them, and you get to form a partnership. And at the end of the year, you know that you've made a difference, and they come back and they keep talking to you, and their families and their brothers or sisters come back.
I have a real love of reading and writing, and I teach kids who don't necessarily have that love when they come to me, and I like to be the one that kind of gets them to love reading and writing as much as I do.
Working with the students is the best satisfaction, just seeing them succeed and knowing that I've helped them achieve their goals.
I had a student email me from college and came and talked to my classroom about his experience in a resource room, and he was really excited about it, and he was successful, and that gives me inspiration. That inspired my students as well.
I appreciate cultivating relationships with my students' parents, and my colleagues, and these relationships are based on trust, honesty, respect, kindness, and a whole lot of laughter.
What I love to do is to scatter little seeds in class and just wait in anticipation for some little sprout to come up with a novel approach, or even a curious challenge.
I find my inspiration in what I do for a living. Teaching is a very noble profession, and I know every day I'm giving back to not only my community, but also to the world at large.